Yes. You know, after a couple hours of walking around, I was actually able to get some tobacco. In fact, I have approximately 90 cents more than I needed. How it happened, I don't know. And everything goes as planned. I might get another 50 cents this afternoon to be able to buy a cup of coffee. So, while we're looking at this refusal, this U.S. code 10333, yeah. Now, unable, yes, fails or refuses to protect that right, privilege, or immunity, or to give that protection, or opposes, or obstructs the execution of the laws of the United States, or impedes the course of justice under those laws. In any situation covered by Clause 1, the state shall be considered to have denied the equal protection of the laws secured by the Constitution. Now, this is interesting, the laws that are secured by the Constitution. Now, I'm thinking since it's a United States Code, it probably means the United States Constitution. Yes. But let's say the President of the United States refuses to use the military because they're refusing those that are constituted as the oaths of office of maybe this state and every state because the whistleblowers didn't want to blow the whistle. Then they wanted to aid and abet those that are in government. Yes. Then they thought, well, I'm not suing them for misprision of treason because I think a lot of people were surprised at the actual definition of the Wharton uh, uh, information that I was using. Yes. But isn't it good to know what is defined as treason? Oh. Now, insurrection, domestic violence, unlawful combination, or conspiracy. If it so hinders the execution of the laws of that state. Now, let's say, okay, there's a big question. Is this a forgery? Oh. Are you using a state stamp to certify a document where this signature, yes, is different than this signature? Yes. And then there is no signature on this. Oh. Now, I would say this is a forgery, right? And this is the Clallam County Clerk of said county, and that individual is elected to office, as far as I know she is. Yes. And then that would be treason, wouldn't it? The illegal. Now, I did some screen prints, and for some reason, every time I forwarded an email from Gmail, it would cut off a few additional paragraphs until after forwarding maybe 5 or 10 times to approximately 500 email addresses, it got down to next to nothing. Oh, did somebody want to find out why that is? Now, these instruments known as court orders, yes. Now, let's see. Instrument incomplete writtenness means one which contains some matter by way, of content or authentication, but which requires additional matter in order to render it a complete written instrument. To falsely alter a written instrument. Now, would it be considered a falsely altering? Yes. To not include the state seal, because it is different than what I was served on me. Oh. Now, how would you alter something that didn't have the actual state seal and the forgery of the elected oath of office? Well, you didn't remove it, did you? To alter. Uh, Meaning to not include the state court seal and not include the forgery. Yes. Means to change without authorization by anyone entitled to grant it. Now, this authorization that a lot of these RCWs have, that you have to be authorized by someone to be entitled to do anything involving the court system. Now, what individual in the court system, the sheriff's department, or the police department doesn't realize that if the military doesn't step in right now, I'm going to sue the Trump administration. The president's going to prison if the military doesn't enforce the laws of the United States. Now, I know, okay. How do you alter a document? If it has this on it at the time of service, yes. And this is different than this. Exactly. How did you do this? Did you want to enforce the laws today? Or does the President of the United States need to go to prison for not